Hello and welcome to the League of Europe Season 3, Round 2 for Bahrain. I am LOE Mark and I am being joined by Ghost Recon in the absence of J. Cole. So, hello Ghost, how are you doing?
I'm just doing fantastic. Glad to join you here in this exciting new season.
Yeah, so I've just for your info as well, I've just given you the full-time race seat breakdown as well, just on Discord, so if you want to have a proper look and peruse. But we interestingly tonight, I'll tell you a little fact about Division 3, which I'm hoping people find quite interesting. There have never been a Division 3 winner of the championship that's won this race over 3 seasons.
So that is, yeah, because every other winner will be advanced to usually Division 2 at this point, and I believe that we actually had one that went to Division 4, but I cannot remember.
Yeah, so winning this race doesn't give you any guarantee of success at all for the title, so that is what's quite intriguing about this. We do have a race winner from Division 3 Bahrain in the lobby though, and that was last season. It was actually James who won this particular round, so very intriguing to see how this is going to play out. I don't know what kind of times we're anticipating, if I'm being completely honest. I would guess that pole will be, well, if it's mediums, I believe it will be 20.
Had a scary spin there.
Ooh, already. I know he's been struggling in practice, so he won't be too chuffed about that, but I would guess pole would be 27.9 as a guess.
I believe that's where it might be. I haven't really experienced much time for qualifying in the multiplayer cars, so yeah, so we might have a surprise here and there when it comes to qualifying time.
Yeah, no, very true. There could be someone. I mean, the thing is as well is that we can't rule out anyone going on softs. I mean, Starger in particular has run out on the mediums, so maybe he's going to be planning on doing that. Whether anyone will join him.
Playing the smart run, going all hard just to get a feel of them and put some time in, and then switch into his mediums. That is probably one of the best strategies they can do, because the soft compounds would just not last you here, and you would need to do a one-stop strategy.
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, to be honest, I know that some of the guys have been fiddling around with the one-stop kind of idea, so I don't know. With the softs, with the softs, starting on the soft. So I mean, it is feasible. We've got a good few people in the chat. We've got Jacob, we've got Team Wolf. Nice to see you around, my man. If you do want to sign up this season, there is a Division 4, which you might well fit in a lot better actually. So ask Tiggerby or me or whoever. Hardy Wakefield says hello, and Ricardo's lobby is missing a Ricky. Yeah, he's unfortunately working tonight, but
I don't think anyone knows.
Hardy, is it my mic or is it the slightly American sounding gentleman? Ah, it's Ghost's mic. Okay, are you okay to turn it up a little bit?
Just give me one sec. As I say, am I having an echoey sound or am I just quiet?
Just quiet.
Okay.
Educk puts in the fastest lap after Bree briefly held it, and so that's a good time, 29 flat. Ton with a 29.1. These laps are kind of, well, I don't think anyone's hoping that these count for anything, which is the ironic thing. So it's because no one wants their best time to be done on this compound, I suspect. So we've got Ben 28.9, and he does go into provisional pole. Wouldn't surprise me if some of the guys do struggle to actually get near that on the mediums, if I'm honest, if they have a bad lap on them.
The feel like the hard compound tires are. I feel like they're just much better around this track than they are compared to the mediums, which is quite odd, but kind of believable in a way.
And we've got a man here. Haas, he's in. Iverbrin Mike, and this is quite ironic. He commentated over my win last season when I was driving that particular car, as was yourself, commentated as well. But it's going to be his turn now for me to comment. Oh, and he takes a. I don't know if he's taken avoiding action, but he's got a terrible camera, so it's not telling me anything. I suspect he may have just got out of dodge. Very bizarre.
He took a interesting route. So yeah, he might have been avoiding someone, or just trying to avoid hitting the wall. And I'm not sure if I improved on the microphone or not. So we'll just have to roll with it.
Fair play. Oh, hello. Hardy is Wakursk. Didn't know that one. Hello, my man. As MCR is going round, and he is probably up there as one of the favourites, I would suggest, for this race. He is good form here, but seems to have a little bit of a slide in the beginning, I think, of Sector 2. See what he is looking like at the end of this. I've no idea really what time-wise is particularly great. I believe it would be about one. I'm trying to think what the 7.6. It doesn't seem too quick to me, as he runs very nicely out of that corner. Just as a reminder to any drivers listening, don't try and go too crazy on the exit of turn 13. The stewards won't take too kindly to it if you seem to be abusing that in particular. As MCR comes over, no, 29.6, not what he was after.
Yeah. And something we haven't discussed with in Total P's of show the demonstration is this brutal turn 12. If you're not very careful taking that turn, if you touch too much of the apex, you will be spinning out. I think we might see some people fall victim to that corner, because you have to really get on that corner, and if you just hit it too much, you're just going to be spinning around with all that momentum.
Yeah, it's very true. That is very true. We've got our first outlap on the mediums, which is Tiggerby. Very interesting. I mean, I backed Tiggerby to win this division. I don't regret the choice. Basically, him or Ton, I think, was my kind of choices flickering between. He's a very quick guy. I've raced him for many, many moons, it feels like, and it's weird to see him down here, frankly. I hope he can get some of his form back, but I don't hope too much, because if he's anything like he was in 2017, he might just obliterate this field.
And to say, if we're playing favorites, I think E-Dog is probably going to be my man to choose. He was so quick when it came to the field and everything. So definitely he has some really good form, and I bet he's going to be able to win it on here. If not, definitely will be a contender for the title.
Well, this is, yeah, no, and this is interesting, isn't it? Because you've got a lot of experience with racing some of the guys that have come up from the, I say come up, but or stayed up from the old D3, and I've got quite a bit of experience of the other end of it, I suppose, with the the guys like Starger and DJ Williamson and Pease and Tiggerby, Velocity, McDutchface, etc. So, yeah, it's quite interesting that we're both able to comment on different drivers as well that we've had experience from racing. So
yes, precisely. So this just makes it even more entertaining. I say I only noticed that James has moved up to P2 with 20.9, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is very quick. Very quick, as the only guy out now on these mediums is Tiggerby, so I'm running around with him. he's going to want to be, I would suggest, off the top of my head, he wants to be definitely in the 106s as he comes over through sector 2, and he wants to be quite low in them, I would suspect. He's not at 106s? No, he's 2.4 up. I don't know. I think he was just doing a sighter lap again, which is bizarre because he's.
I think he's trying to understand the breaking points, I believe. Because as you say, I believe he might be. I think he might be struggling here, to be honest.
He's definitely he's going for it this lap. Interestingly, he's got some heavy slipstream from Velocity. Now, Velocity is on a lap, so this is a little bit dangerous because Pedigree should be really quicker than Velocity on these tyres, and this could end up costing him a little bit. I'm going to go on board with him just to see what the view is like. Like I say, no one else is out on these mediums as of yet, so
yeah, everyone else are still pitted off, and whoa, wow, he went really wide there coming into the turn. It's Velocity. Oh.
he's still alive. He's still alive, which is the main thing, but he has been struggling in practice. I know that to be fact.
And somehow does not have front wing damage.
He doesn't have front wing damage. That's interesting.
No. He hit the wall pretty hard, and I don't see anything wrong with his car. So what a lucky lad he is.
I hope damage is on.
That is a good question. I don't think anybody will volunteer to test it out. And that's a huge improvement for Tiggerby.
Yeah, it's on the mediums though. That's the only thing. He's going. He's really struggling. I don't know what the plan is. Does he try and put another lap in on these mediums? Is he going to just go softs? Has he got time to go round? That's the funny thing. I'm going to check. So go on. Apologies.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He might have enough time to hit to the pits and try to tweak something real quick and head back for one more lap from mediums, but that's kind of a tough call.
As James is the next guy, and this will be one of the contenders for pole, almost certainly. And he really is gonna want to make this count as he keeps it in hot lap through here, which is, I would say, quite wise. You want to get so much time out of this traction zone as much as you can.
And I've had experience with James. I've raced with him a couple of times, and he is a very quick guy when it comes to qualifying and very consistent when it comes to racing. So definitely, he is one of the drivers we do keep an eye on for trying to sneak up and get a pole position.
I've got Brie and Aledi out as well on these mediums on the out lap, so that's also one to keep an eye on. I'm just going to keep an eye on James's second sector compared to Ben JS's and see how they compare. This should be 106. It definitely should be in the 106s.
And not too far back, it's actually Ben who's also doing another lap. So we'll just have to see what these two will be placed on when it comes to qualifying.
So 106.4 for James as he comes over the line. This will be a 27.81. Wow, very quick lap, and not too far off what I suspect is the ceiling for this division.
Exactly. Such a great lap. Very, very quick for what comes to this track.
Tin Can is not going to go quicker unless he has an absolutely stonking. Sorry, it's Ben JS for the uninitiated. I can't see this being quicker. And it is not. It's 4 temps down. He lost a lot of the time. He didn't lose any time really in sector 3. It is just all lost in the first 2 sectors. So unfortunate for him.
Sector 2 is actually one of the trickiest ones because you need to have that momentum just to have that great time. And actually, we have Starja on the soft compounds. This is going to be quite interesting, and also Tiggy.
Yeah. So these guys are going for it. Aledi, as he's coming round now, Aledi is on his flying lap on his mediums. He's going to want to be around 106.4 if he's going to look to be anywhere near James, and it's 106.6. It's a lot better than Tin Can's time in second place. So can he sneak this? He needs to eke 2 temps out here to beat James. It's going to be a hell of an ask. There's not much time to make in this sector 3. Nice exit, running really well. I think he'll beat Tin Can. He doesn't. He lost a lot of time in the 3rd sector. A lot of time in the 3rd sector.
Wow. I'm not sure what's going on.
Hold on to your hats. Bree is looking very, very quick. He's done a 106.4. This is going to be incredibly tight with James. Goes down into high. That's going to affect his exit, and I don't think he should have kept it on hot lap there. He's still got loads of hours to use, and that cost him.
Yeah, that did, but like he would have got a little extra time, probably like 1/10. But wow, still like that. Yeah, I have to agree. If he would have just stuck it in more, he probably would have had a quicker time.
This is it. So as we get Ivor, who jumps into the 108.6s, Educk now, this guy is your favourite, I believe, for the race, and I don't blame you because he is a very quick gentleman. He just needs to be around this 106.4. And he is miles clear of it. He has it all to lose as DJ Williamson goes second. Fantastic lap from the XD2 driver. And Educk looking the other way round. This could be, I believe, our first 27, maybe 0.9, maybe 0.8. Again, he's using much more ERS, getting the full life out of it. And he goes 27.8.
Educk! Wow!
Great lap. Absolutely stonking lap. Starja can only go 5th on those softs. The man to look out for is Tiggerby.
Sweet, and it looks like we have Ivory Mike. He looks like he retired. Oh wow, Tiger losing his back in a little bit, and that is gonna heavily affect his time. So James and Bree, first of the drivers to finish. Does not look like they're going to be able to improve. So, and also MCR look like he messed. Looks like he made a mistake on turn 2, and does not look like he's going to change. Starja also slowing down. That's going to be qualifying for him. Total P jumping up to P6.
Great lap.
Over a ton.
Now this is where it gets interesting. Tiggerby is on course to be absolutely flying here. He has done a similar section to Educk. It's going to be tight. Has he invalidated there? It's going to be incredibly tight. No, it's good enough for second.
Wow. So great lap, but then the problem, he is on the soft, so he has to try to make a good strategy just to make up for that.
Cam coming over the line now. This is going to be tight. Ooh!
Whoa, wow! Just barely in the 127s.
As
now we haven't been on the final sector. Will we see him on the front row?
no, he's backed out.
No, he doesn't have any power. No.
I think that's it. MCR is on a slow lap too, so he's not going to complete. But Dutchface retires, and that, I believe, is the grid.
That is the grid in qualifying.
Here's one for you. 15th down to first, less than 8/10 of a second.
This is just such a very tight grid, and I just saw Letty just smash in the back of Total Peace, or actually no, on Cam. So yes, damage is on. So.
Good.
So I guess that leaves us. So I guess that answers our questions. So I'm hoping we'll definitely see a good race here, because the grid is hugely bunched up against each other.
Yeah,
it's
and
really intense.
Tiggerby has a big mission on here to win this race. He needs to get past Eduk in these first 2 laps and build a second lead to avoid that DRS just swamping him, assuming there's going to be a big train, which you have to assume around here. But yeah.
Cam says, yes, Cam, that was such a really great lap for you. I was quite surprised from you.
Very good lap. Very good lap. And we have a Finnish driver by the name of Eduk on pole, Tiggerby in second, Cam in third, Ben JS in fourth, Bree in fifth, James in sixth, last season's winner, Tiger Girl, DJ Williamson, Total P's Ton Albanek, MCR the lucky man who gets to have free tyre choice along with Stardew, Lady Bones, Ivor and the rest.
I see that my microphone has not improved, unfortunately.
Just give it a shout. Just need some good action. Get your voice up, it'll be fine.
The problem is, this is a $200 microphone, so it should not be acting this way.
Have you got it all the way up on PSN? Oh, well, not on PSN, on PlayStation. You know, the microphone level.
Yeah, I should be able to change it real quick.
Cool.
I think that should be able to improve it.
I think you sound a bit louder for me, actually, so that is a good start. We have, just to let you know, the top 12 in the league at the moment is Bree in first. I know it's only 1 round, so this feels a bit stupid, but Bree in first, Ben JS in second, Ton in third, Starja fourth, Recurse fifth, not racing tonight, DJ
no formation left, so we're already underway now. Edok had looks like Cam had a really great start. He's diving the inside of Edok, going wheel to wheel right in the beginning. I have no sound, so this is kind of bad. And Cam just already storming off with Edok. I think there was some problems in the back, and ooh, wow, Ben just squeezing there and pushing away from, I believe that was Total Peas, and also being squeezed off the track from DJ Williamson and also Bree. So wow, oh wow, this is just so tight. Which inappropriate joke coming in, but
that really caught me off guard. Apologies. Ton.
Oh, Ton! Already damage on him. This is huge problems for him. And diving the inside, goes, oh, wow!
Big contact.
He's just, oh yeah, that is going to be looked at the stewards. No question about it. And Iverberg Mike already with a 3-second time penalty. What has happened? What has happened for him? It's got about it worse for the hostage drive, and also Total Peas has gone off track. Oh, just
yeah.
Right when I said that, bad for worse.
Tiger Girl has gone as well. Peas, 10-second time penalty. I imagine that might. Oh, what the hell, Peas?
Oh, yeah. Oh no! What is going on with him?
Peas, just retire in the pits if you can. Don't be flanning it into a wall.
Yeah, wow. But his teammate though, Cam, is actually doing really good. As Ben, he's the first one to be pitting. So oh wow, look at this 4-way battle. James getting hit by Starja though, had to force to go really in the inside, and wow, Dutch Race able to hold that Renault. As now you got J-Luke had a look at the inside, but was not able to make the move. Oh, such close racing and a huge drama right in the beginning.
Yeah, this is very. Total Pizza's retired from the session. Not happy.
Had gone bad awards right in the beginning for him. As Ton is able to hold off on velocity, which he's pushing him back to his teammate Iverman Mike, trying to find a way to get past the racing point. You also have Tiger right behind him. So this is going to be a nice DRS train next time around. As wow, McDutchface, look at the inside of the storage, and he gets that done. Says, "See you later." What a great move from McDutchface.
These guys have seen a lot of each other last season, a lot of battling, and this train is just insane. It's Starger through down to J Luke, well, Dutchface, J Luke, James, Bag of Bones, Aledi, and then Ton limping around a little bit. That's not going to be. It's a frustrating start for him as DRS is enabled. So Eduk is going to be all over the back, you would suspect, going down the second straight. Can he? Depends on the wing levels here. We're going to find out a lot about the differences between these two. Not the best exit there from Eduk. Doesn't seem to be grinding. Has he got a DRS fault?
Yes, I think he had a really bad exit. That was the problem. And now we have the DRS train starting all the way back where McDutchface is at. So we'll have to see how the DRS comes into play on this track. As now Ivan Remai going wheel to wheel with the velocity, going through the curves. I don't remember the names of it. Probably comes with a little bit of contact, but Ivan Remai managed to make the move. Great move from him.
We have someone off. Who is that? That's McDutchface. McDutchface went really wide. He's now under real pressure from Starger. Starger now gets round him. These TV angles are terrible. I'm going to have to go into TV podcast because they're just so bad.
Okay, I got the sound issue taken care of, so I can hear these very nice V6 engines. And now James diving into the J Luke gets it done on turn 13 as I believe also McDutchface got the move back on the. I had it went really wide there, and now he's making the move on J Luke. He gets that done. So see you later on the straightaway. Now James really has to make this DRS work just to catch up on Storja, and now McDutchface dives in the inside. They're still going to go to wheel to wheel though. Who's going to have the better exit here on the DRS? Looks like J Luke has the better exit though. He's going to go side by side with McDutchface, but he is going to be held back from James for making the move, and James still holding off for PA. What great defensing from him.
I tell you what's very interesting here is the fact that
McDutchface really went deep in the corner, lost a little bit of time, and that leaves to J Luke overtaking him.
J Luke
probably messed up.
What an effort. What an effort from J Luke as well. He's on the default setup, which isn't the worst round here actually, but still it's a cracking effort. And I tell you who might be quite happy right now is Starger. He's 7th on these hards. That is not anything to be sniffed at. Tiger Girl and Ivor battling like hell here. 2 in the bed.
Whoa! Ivor dives on the inside. They come a little bit of contact, but that leaves Tiger to go wide, and looks. He's not giving up.
See,
but then Mike gets the move done.
I don't think that was the wisest idea, and I'll tell you for why. Very simply, we have got Tiger now, who's got rakes and rakes and rakes of DRS to utilise, and
that leaves him to dive in the inside with that momentum with the DRS. But looks like Ivan Mike was still managed to dive it in, and I think they're coming a little contact though. And now Tiger, he's gonna try again on the straightaway. He has DRS. He's got the move. Like, he has that momentum and dives it in.
Ooh.
It looks. Ooh! I'm not sure if Ivan Mike hit him or not, or he just loses the back end. but that was a scary situation to be in.
And talking of scary situations, we've got Starger now is going to feel under pressure. He's got these guys in the mediums already swamping him. James got round him. We've got J. Luke and McDutchface, Aledi, and Bones is starting to bring himself into this little crew as well.
And also, the only soft driver, Tiggy, he's actually losing time. Like on DG Williamson, he's also on Bahrain. So he's in a bad position with these soft compounds.
Yeah, this is it. So MCR now on the back of Bree, starting to reel him in a little bit on this DRS because Bree is not close enough to Tiggerby. He might get close enough eventually, actually, but not yet. Starger, J-Luke is running some serious low wing situation here. He might even be running like 1.6 or something crazy. He is all over the back. Oh, as McDutchface loses it again, and Aledi gets through.
He's putting too much power into the corners, and he's just losing the back end.
Tiger again, he's looking at these hasses. Oh, Ton lets Ivor through. This is team play. Whoa! Wow!
That was way too close.
I don't know what happened there exactly, but Ton, this is clever. This is teamwork at its best. Ton is got that damage, and he's letting. Oh, that's a little bit cheeky. That's a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, he's definitely the black and white flag was allowed here. That would have been flown on him. And Tiger had a great exit there. Managed to overtake
velocity.
Time. That leaves velocity. Oh, he's even diving the inside of the ball. Goes in contact. Kind of expected that to happen, and that is some. Oh no, and that will lead him to retire.
Change on the lead. E-Duck is through now.
Wow. What? While we were concentrating on his teammate, like we did not see him. We barely get to see him overtake. Now Cam is the one that has the DRS. He has 0 power, but he still managed to get that high speed down. So we definitely will be seeing another lead change here pretty soon.
I think you are probably right. E-Duck very wide, as is Cam. You don't want to be going over that second part of the curb. It feels like about 6 foot tall randomly. And that's just going to get you in trouble. No one's lost it here yet. But you can't discount it, unfortunately.
You cannot. Oh, you cannot. But yeah, that led Cam to lose huge amount of time going wide.
J-Luke nearly went into the back of Starger around that turn 9, turn 10 complex, but thankfully didn't manage to lose it too badly, as Starger now starting to. I feel like Starger's probably starting to get the edge a little bit. It'd be interesting to see the gap between him and James. The tyres might just be.
Letty diving in the inside of J. Luke and gets that done. Good move from him on turn 13.
Tiger with 3 seconds of pens. It's pretty tough to get pens around here as a whole, so that might really impact him in regards to any chance for a points finish. Pardon you. It's that American food, my man.
Yes, the American dream, they say. No, but enough of the food. We got Aledi. Thought about having a move on his teammate.
Didn't he?
Yeah, not sure if there's going to be any team orders or they're just going to be battling here. I think they're just going to be battling the position. Because these are some good points for the Ferrari. Definitely points they definitely need. So they better not be playing anything stupid and doing the Brazil with Vettel and Leclerc. So just keep it clean.
And they're also on the hards. You know, they're in a different race in some ways to the guys around them. So, other than Bones, who has been very quiet, but he's not falling away too badly, albeit he's got Ivor on the back of him, and that might not necessarily be too comfy for too long, because Ivor does obviously have the tyre advantage.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what happened. I'm not sure what happened to Ton. To be quite frank with you, Gary.
I believe Ton got some damage.
Ivor and his teammate. Oh wow! How did he lose it there?
Oh my goodness!
Lost it in the last corner.
Ton was very clever there, and he tried to pit and hoped, against all hope, there would be a safety car. But unfortunately for him, there wasn't. But that was nearly an absolute masterstroke. If there was, he may well have even just been, well, potentially in the net lead, bizarrely.
Yeah, it looks like the unlucky streak will continue for Ivory and Mike. What just gut-wrenching to see.
Yeah.
I was actually quite rooting for him.
I was, you know, and Velocity MPs. It's sad to see when people DNF around here. As a leady, James has left the session. Not ideal, and that's really gonna. Unfortunately, this grid is so tight. He is going to be down behind Dutchface and probably maybe even Bones and Tiger. If someone can give him an invite, either, if you're still around, that would be a very nice thing to do.
I did not know that Ivory has transitioned to a wheel. I did not know that.
Tiggerby Pitts, how he's got those tyres to 9 laps, fair play to him. That is incredible. Starger now.
Those softs just disintegrate on this track.
Yeah, heavily.
So yeah, props to him as NCR managed to keep in DRS range on Braze, so quite interesting to see.
Tin Can is going to come out behind, I think, just behind Tiggerby, and that gives Tiggerby a ton of clean air. That's very interesting. That's normally the problem with the softs, is that you don't get any clean air. So, and you end up kind of bunched up behind everybody. But in fact, he's only got to go through a couple of the guys. James, unfortunately, isn't there. If you can hear me, Ivor, and you start watching, just if you could pop him an invite. Ah, he has. There we go. He's back. And he's not going to be too happy where he finds himself, I suspect.
Right now, nothing too crazy is going on for the time being, and actually looks like James got passed by his teammate Tiger. This is some really bad news for James. He's really gotta. I'm hoping he'll manage to get back and take control of his car. And yep, there he goes. Right when I said that, I guess commentator's blessing.
Cam has pit. Now the undercut isn't huge here, and it will largely depend where he comes out, because obviously guys like Aledi and Starder are going to be flying around, and he's going to have to probably overtake them on track if he wants to really push on.
It looks like he might be ahead. He might be behind Bag of Bones here. Yeah, he will. He will be right behind Bag of Bones, and he's going to have to pass. He's going to have to try to pass him so he can make these. So he can make the undercut work.
Well, this is huge. This is really big for DJ Williamson. I don't think Eduk's got a big enough gap as it is, so he's continuing to be blessed. And I think that will end up, funnily enough, putting. I think Eduk could end up being very close, actually, to the back of potentially even right in this mix with the Aledi kind of group.
Yeah. Oh, Bag of Bones is spinning right in front of Cam. Looks like he just lost the back end. He's definitely not sure if he's going to be able to continue on those hards, because he just might have just cooked them at that point.
You can cool things down a little bit. You just have to be a little bit careful around this S section.
but Cam was really lucky to really miss him there. And it didn't affect him too much, as now Edok and DJ Williamson has now pitted, and Cam is now going to be coming soon to the straightaway, so is it able to going to be working out for him? Now Edok has now came out with the fresher tires. Also DJ Williamson, he's still being worked on. Cam work on the straightaway, does not.
Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight.
That has let Cam gain some time back. So in a way, it had worked.
Well, it has, and it's put him right back in DRS. So that is huge. And Tiggerby gets past Bree.
Yeah, that puts him back in contention. And he goes really deep into turn 3 or 4. So he be losing a little bit of time, but still managed to scavenge it.
Yeah, and now we have MCR in the lead, but not really the net lead, as J-Luke is all over the back of Starger. He is just not going to be too keen on following this guy into 9 and 10, as I don't really blame him.
I do not blame him whatsoever.
So Cam's also got the benefit of having those tyres heated up, which seems to be really playing into his benefit at the moment, because Edok is just not able seemingly to get any traction down on these hards. And I think, unless something strange happens, Cam is definitely going to be in the lead when it comes into turn 1 of lap 13.
Yeah, and it looks like J. Luke is going to be diving in the pits. It looks like Mick Dutchface was also going to be pitting, but looks like he made the fake, so he's going to be staying out for another lap, and he's going to be see if he's going to be able. And now, as we saw, the net P1 was being in contention, as Cam was the inside of Edok, did not get the move, and now with DRS, he's going to try to hold on to the outside line. Is he going to be able to stick it?
Oh, Edok's round.
They came in contact. Yeah, Edok. Yeah, he's around. I think they made contact, and that led Edok to spin, and that has lost him huge amount of time.
Well, that is very interesting. And what's going to be intriguing is there is a little bit of hope here for Edok. There is the frank possibility that Cam actually ends up battling these guys ahead, one of which is McDutchface, one of which is Starger. McDutchface gets past. McDutchface going really deep, really deep into this race on these mediums. Not sure the logic too much, but it's seemingly not holding him back, as Starger has now lost the place, and Aledi has got away from his team. I don't know exactly what's happened, but they were kind of running in unison effectively for a lot of this time. And J-Luke has a 3-second penalty. Again, not something you want to pick up around here.
And now McDutchface is going to be able to pit now, so we'll have to see where he comes out compared to J-Luke, because it looks like J-Luke had really great pacing. So I think the uppercut is going to be able to work in his favor. McDutchface is now pulled out, and actually no. Actually, why would I spoke too soon? Is now J. Luke has now overtaken McDutchface. So the undercut has worked, and Ben, he's retired in the pits. What?
So there's only 14 left in this, and this will be very intriguing to see what the rest of these guys can cook up. I think one thing that I will say, and I don't think Edok will particularly agree with me, but I think this race is going to be a hell of a finish.
Yellow sector 1. I don't know if that was Ton or James.
It could just be Ben JS, very conceivably. There's a lot of life in this, because Edok is catching Cam, and I suspect he's got a little bit of a point to prove after that spin. It's always tough to tell from the commentary angle. It looked like he gave him either just the right amount of space or just not enough space, but Educ will not be too happy.
It'll probably help us if we had the Gran Turismo spectator cams, because those work wonders.
They are. They are very good. Dutch face now, as we've got our only real kind of DRS battle. Now Cam is on the back. Dutch face isn't going to get near J Luke, I don't think. I'm going to follow in with Cam, because this is pivotal to his race, frankly. I don't necessarily think he has to catch a Leddy, and I don't think he might not even manage it before a Leddy actually does, elect to pit effectively, as Ton has been overtaken by James. I don't know exactly the circumstances, but Cam needs to really put his foot down now, because Educ will be taking chunks and chunks potentially. Starger goes very wide. Starger left him room. He almost was a bit concerned he was going to get dived, and that actually compromised him. Oh, watch that curve, Starger.
Whoa! They come in contact, and he's going to be hitting the wall. He's still in it somehow.
Wow.
I think they both were just too cautious. It looked like it.
I just had a horrible feeling when I saw, and look at that understeer. Cam is not going to be happy.
That was just neither one of their fault. It just completely just misjudged each other. And I think Cam is going to be retiring here, but I could be wrong. He might be soldiering on for just some points.
He needs to, yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of life left. He's got plenty of opportunity to pick up something here. It won't be what he was anticipating, but well.
If it was a little later on in the race, he probably would have switched the softs, but with 13 left, there is no way he'll be able to get it done. Wow, Ton really diving the inside there on James. James went really defensive on him, but of course there's only so much you can do. These two have been battling really hard just to try to reach for the final point.
I don't think this will necessarily happen, but Starger could be the only man that can stop Educ winning this race, and I think the reason why, if he can keep Educ behind him and get a Leddy just to keep pulling out a gap, a Leddy's going to have the softer compound compared to Educ's now at that time fairly worn hards, and a Leddy can start making back some ground when he does eventually pit.
As we got a battle here between J Luke and McDutchface. McDutchface nearly hitting the back of J Luke, and that has led him to brake really hard, losing some time.
Educ gets past Starger, very simple DRS move, and didn't seem like there was much Starger could do.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time before that happened. But yeah, it was really tragic to see that, and I will have to stick to where it just seemed like they both were just not anticipating each other.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, I tell you what is interesting. Look where Ton is compared to Cam. If Ton didn't get wing damage this race, Ton may well have been up there. He may well have been, because he's not far behind Cam, who had a very similar set of circumstances.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of rough to call it there.
Here's something very interesting as well.
Ooh, big Dutch face, nearly almost in the back of J Luke again. He is really counting it close here, and this has worked out really great for Tiger. They're able to stick with these two.
I think one thing as well that's quite intriguing for the makeup of this race is, well, a Leddy now pits, which is quite early, and I think that's a wise idea. I think he's going to be on for a podium here, unless he really stuffs it up.
Yeah, he's really got to push it. I think he's going to be behind Bree here. Yes, he will. and also MCR. So, so if he does everything correctly, he should be in DRS range within no time.
Wow, Tiger goal with a double overtake.
Tiger, yeah, he's
done it.
Overtake right in towards the middle. Unfortunately, I missed that. And he was able to stick it. Is he going to be able to defend against what he does face? He went a little defensive, and oh, they both come in contact, but now Jay Luke goes to the inside of Tiger. That was a great move from Tiger, but unfortunately,
no.
they've come in contact. Jay Luke is now backwards. Oh, no.
So unfortunate. I really liked his line. I really liked his line.
It was just like, the line was good. I think it was just misjudgments, and plus that corner is really tight. Not your ideal area to overtake.
The problem is people turn in at different points of that corner and they take different lines, but his exit of turn, I don't know if it's 3, the one after the second DRS zone, was so clever.
So solid.
Well, what he did, he broke early to hoping the other two were going to overcook it. They did, but the problem is that it ended up being 2 abreast into a corner where there are different lines and different times to move and only one real line. And he didn't pull out of it, which he'll probably be annoyed, but going 2 abreast in that corner is normally going to end in tears.
Oh, Tiger really going deep! Wow, really going deep, but he managed to stick in the inside line. Is he going to be able to do it? No, loses his backhand a little bit. That cuts his momentum in half, and now he's going to try to do it again. Diving in the inside, it looks like they come in contact a little bit, but managed to get that move done.
He's driving a Red Bull, and he is driving a little bit like 2018 Ricardo, sending it.
The LOE version of the Honey Badger.
Sending it, licking it, and doing everything he can. And shipping it. Absolutely. Fantastic effort from him. And this brings about quite an unusual podium situation right now, which is Tiggerby is on for 3rd because Bones is going to have to pit, and Bones will drop quite substantially down the order.
He has some distance from DJ William, and he's in he goes in the pits now, and that leaves Tiggerby that have the podium. So and I think this might be what the podium will be if no mistakes are taken.
I think the only change I could foresee potentially, and it would be a big ask, would be...
Wow, Bag of Bones with the soft compounds.
He went soft. Wow.
Yeah, and that's going to leave right in between a battle between Ton and Jay Luke. Is Ton dove in the inside and managed to stick it.
Great move, and that'll make him feel a little bit better. He's going for it.
He's battling for a Bag of Bones who has the fresher compounds. He does not care whatsoever.
Probably some bad race management, but we don't care. We want to see a bit of action, so good for him. As a Leddy now on MCR, he's caught him rapidly. I didn't think this would happen for another lap, but there we go, and he's going to want to really stretch this out. He needs to get this to a second.
Yeah, Leddy overtaking MCR with those fresher, softer tires. So good move from him, and he's going to be now charging up just to reach debris, and I think he might be able to do it.
I think he could catch Tiggerby. I genuinely do. I think he could maybe even get a podium here. It wouldn't surprise me, and I believe... Hang on. This could kill all the action, actually. No, Tiggerby doesn't have a pen. I've just completely made that up.
Yeah, I believe it was Ivor and Mike and another person who had a... Oh, Total... Yeah, it was Total P's. Like, he had a... Actually, no, it wasn't Total P. Sorry. It was Ivor and Mike and...
Jay Luke has one. I know that much.
And Jay Luke, Tiger... actually, Jay Luke has 6 seconds.
Ooh. That's a big oof for him.
Yeah, and now Sergeant diving in the inside McDuck's face, and he managed to send it in and said, "See you later." But oh wow, looks like McDuck's face was trying to come back to him, but did not have the speed to.
These two are just eternal rivals. Last season they were just battling the whole time in Division 2. Yellow flag somewhere. A lady!
What happened? Oh no!
What a dreadful place. What a dreadful place.
By the looks of it, he may look like he came
Bones
in
has gone
contact
round
with someone.
Oh, and Tom's gone into the back of him.
Oh no! And I believe, it may look, yeah, it looks like he has some damage.
Dreadfully unlucky. I mean, Bones, I don't understand what happened.
What has happened there?
Yellow flag, Sector 2 and Sector 3.
Oh no! Oh, that's J. Luke! He's lost his entire wing! He might have lost it in turn 12!
Yeah, which brings up, I suppose, the yellows in both sectors. Damn, that's...
I can't believe that did not lead to a safety car.
I can't believe Aleddy's DNF'd. We've been robbed of the big comeback story.
The Cinderella story, yeah. He had such a great run. By the looks of it, on where he was positioned, he might have gone too deep and hit the back of someone. That's what it looked like.
I tell you what, I'm going to anticipate that there is going to be absolutely nobody happy entirely with this race, except, I mean, Edok will be happy he won, but he won't be happy he span. And DJ Williamson, probably Tiggerby. I think otherwise everyone else is going to be probably in a bit of a bad mood over this one. This has just been such a scrappy race from the driver's perspective. Yeah, just so many incidents, so many avoidable incidents, probably from both sides as well for most of the incidents. Yeah, but there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a good amount of stewards inquiry, but now we have huge gaps going in. But looks like the only battle going on is James diving in on time. Ton was forced to go wide over the apex, and that would leave him to get that done. But looks like Ton has the straight line speed and tries to hold on the outside line, and looks like he was taking it.
Well, this puts
him, robs him from the DRS.
Yeah, this is it. He's gone back. He's kind of come back to it. Now, this could be. Oh, what happened there?
Ooh. Wow, James is lagging a bit and loses his back end a little bit. So that is the battle over between those two, unless he's able to come back within the next 6 laps.
Well, what we do have is McDutchface on a real good tear here, and he's being pulled along with Starger. As I say that, I've kind of cursed him a little bit. He's run very wide out of turn 10. But yeah, so this is Starger is going to be looking to pick up quite a few points here. He's going to try and get Tiger Girl, but I don't think that's going to be any more room for improvement unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, that's true, and also McDutchface, he's actually gained a lot of time on Starger, so we might be seeing him trying to overtake him. I was going to say, McDutchface is really on the charge.
Dave Javu makes a very good point. Aledi probably hit the back of whoever he was fighting.
Yeah, like, I have to agree with Dave. It looked like, because in his position, there is no way he lost it and hit the wall. There was just no way.
Andrew's just used a word that I don't understand, but I think it's a compliment, but knowing Adri, I don't know. So, thanks. Oh no, just lost it a little bit, and MCR ran into me. Not MCR's fault. So, what a woeful way, and he was really on for a podium. I really thought he was going to catch Tiggerby, and the fact that he was right in between that gap.
Apparently he lost it a little bit, and MCR just ran into him.
James and Ton are just giving us some drama that we're missing out on. But
yeah, we do have a battle for Tiger diving the inside of MCR in turn 12, and he gets it done. What a sneaky move!
What a great
from
move!
Tiger coming out of nowhere with that.
And I tell you what, Cam has done such a good job, and with MCR now with a 3-second pen, he could even nick 8th here. It wouldn't surprise me.
And I'm sorry, and to be honest, he lived up to his name. He pounced him like a tiger.
This guy's driving, and his moves have really impressed me. They've been aggressive, but they've not been stupid. Frankly, you know, they've been great.
Oh yeah, and he had a rough start, but he's sitting well in P5, and oh, that J. Luke spun around again on turn 12, but this time with no damage.
Just as a reminder, J. Luke, top 12 get points, so you could just hang around, and you could just hope someone crashes.
Else makes a mistake. I mean, that's what happened with me last season.
So, you know, never rule it out, as we've got Starger now on the back of MCR. Now this is very, very interesting, because Starger has a pace advantage over MCR in regards to tyres. MCR runs very wide. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. This is going to be so...
Yeah,
oh.
And MCR has damage, and no, that McDutch, he saw this coming and just dove at the inside. That was great reaction time from Dutch Face.
What a move.
Reaction.
And this puts Starger now on the back of Tiger Guile, potentially. He could well be jumping up and having a battle with him, as McDutchface now really closing. The closing speed against Starger was crazy as Starger moves over. Oh, that seemed really messy, and McDutchface...
Wow, that just crippled McDutchface there. He was forced to hit in the most awkward part of the apex.
MCR now join on this battle.
Oh, McDutchface really diving in deep there.
MCR just showing that he has such intelligent racecraft, because he just backed out where perhaps others haven't, and yeah, just keeping himself alive to fight another day in this battle, as Cam is now right on the back of these guys, which is extraordinary.
So yeah, just a huge so it looks like he's gonna make a huge comeback from this.
Massive comeback. If he could, I mean, he could even end up in, I mean, he could actually end up in 5th, because with pens.
Yeah. Ooh.
MCR's got damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Cam.
So, but yeah. Oh yeah, well, probably a well-deserved penalty there.
Horrible to get a pen around here.
Yeah, and he backed out just to apologize to MCR.
McDutchface is not giving this up.
Or he might have used that to his advantage to get DRS.
Well, that's a very interesting point. What is kind is perhaps not very kind, potentially, and quite shrewd.
Especially on this track where DRS means a lot.
McDutchface will be gutted he didn't show this pace in quali, because he's keeping with Starger, who is on the freshest set of newer tyres. Oh,
especially with huge heavy damage.
He nearly lost it on the curb through sector 2, but he did very well to keep the car pointing forwards there, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's just doing exceptionally well on this track, despite the circumstances.
Thanks to letting you know. I appreciate it, but I'm gutted for you, my man. That was going to be. That's what I was basing the whole race around. This last lap battle with Tiggerby, but Tiggerby won't mind too much, unfortunately.
Said no, he would not mind at all. He'll probably be enjoying this podium.
Yeah, this will be good for his confidence. And again, a soft to hard. He showed that it can be done. And that in itself is a massive feat.
Yeah, and also he has pitted earlier than anyone else. Yeah, he tried to make that move, but he was a little too far back to get it done.
He tried to get the switch back kind of out of turn 2, but he broke so early and turned in too early that he ended up compromising the whole thing effectively.
This is exactly what Cam needs. He needs them to try to battle up. He needs them to make a mistake, especially with that 3-second penalty, and which he is now overextended to MCR. So definitely he will be finishing definitely above 9th place.
Just as a bit of a note, I think Ton is going for fastest lap.
Yeah, because he paid in. There's just so much time between him and Jay Luke and Bag of Bones. As now Edog starts the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix. As Dutchface is doing everything he can just to make the move on Starja, but he needs to be careful because Cam is also behind him, and he also has DRS.
Wow, this is a grandstand finish for 6th, and apologies that we haven't given Edog too much time in this kind of exchange, but what an epic end this is going to be with Dutchface. Starja goes to the inside defence. Oh, but Dutchface goes even
really
more!
Whoa, but it looks like Cam really diving down. He broke so late there, and he is able to caught up with Starja, but it looks like with Dutchface, he made a spectacular move.
Wow.
Starja.
Starja really strong. I wonder if Starja's got a little bit of damage or something.
It's like Cam, he went really deep into the corner and looks like he lost a little bit of time, but Starja trying to do what he can just to get back that position, but loses his back in a little bit. McDuck's is sitting comfortable where he's at. It's done. He has the fastest lap. So what he tried to do, he's actually done it.
Edog is going to come around here.
Unfortunately, I'm going to take away from the attention of the battle, as now Edog coming to the straightaway, and he will come to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. A spectacular displayment of racing for Edog. Great race for him.
That's DJ Williams in 2nd. Tiggerby comes over in 3rd. I'm going to have a little look. Cam, was Cam going to send it? Cam's the only one really with a chance. He's had a massive look, but he's...
Yeah, there's no way. He's too far back. And plus that 3-second time penalty, it's nothing he can do. So that would leave it there to... I said, oh, it's McDuck's. Wow! McDuck's up to P5 with Starja in P6. And of course, before that, Cam on P8.
Yeah, good effort from Cam. I would probably give driver of the day in some senses. I'm gonna. It's a tough one. I'm gonna give it to Tiggerby for me for making that soft to hard work. Although in all likelihood it may well have been a leady. James's time is a glitch apparently, so it probably will go to Ton, the fastest lap point. Yeah, it's that reconnection glitch.
But mine might come as a surprise. Mine is probably gonna have to go to Tiger. He really held up there. So, and plus he's gone through the field and he's been on an exit strategy. So my driver today has to go for him.
Yeah, no fair. Big, very big result. There's going to be a lot of unhappy faces as we have the finish flag rising to the top. Bree will be very happy. I tell you what, this title battle is going to be interesting. This is one of Bree's worst tracks, and for him to get 4th in this field is going to be very, very pleasing to him. But congratulations to Edut, congratulations to DJ Williamson. Great to see him on a podium. I believe that's his first ever podium in LOE, so massive congrats to him. And Tiggerby, it's been far too long, my friend. So here we go. Not too many pens to talk of. Eduk in first, DJ Williamson second, Tiggerby third, Bree in 4th, McDutchface in 5th, Starger 6th, Tiger Girl getting nerfed by just a single pen. He will be absolutely distraught on that one. Cam, great battle back from pretty much nowhere to 8th, MCR in 9th, James in 10th, Vagabones 11th, Ton picking up that last point, J-Luke unlucky through that race with the DNFs of Valedi, Ben, JS, Ivor, Velocity and Mr. Peas. So that is that. I am going to head off. It's been fantastic commentating with you, my man. I don't think we've ever actually done it. Just me and you?
The last time I believe was the first.
Oh, we have, yes. No, apologies. But no, it's been great. Thanks to everyone that was interactive in the stream, and yeah, keep it friendly in that Discord.